Hello everyone, today I'd like to introduce the moving average. Moving average is convenient, especially when you have time series data and then visualize that trend. But every day or like every period, you have an up and down movement so that you can't really grasp the overall trend. In such case, you can use the moving average to smooth out the line so that you can get the sense of the overall trend. Okay, let's take a look. So here's the S&P 500 stock price data. It's an index. Like as you can see, like the line chart is supposed to be like giving you the idea of like where the thing's going. But the problem is this is like a daily stock price. So like every day stock price can go up and down. So it's kind of hard to grasp that overall trend, especially around here. So I like to smooth out this line. So what you can do is actually very simple. Right now, like the adjusted is the column assigned to y-axis. And then you want to actually assign the same column to the second y-axis. At this point, first one and second one giving you the exact same value. That's why like right now, like we have the blue line, the orange line, but it's on top of each other. So what you want to do is the second one, to change this one to the moving average from the menu. And by default, it's calculate the moving average of 7 days. It's a 7 days moving average. Now, this orange line is slightly different from the blue line, but still like taking the average for the 7 days. So you can actually adjust that window size. So right now the default is 7. And by the way, the unit is here. So right now this chart is a day by day. If you change to weekly, then this window size 7 means 7 weeks average. Okay, so now here, let's say like I want to just change that to 30, click apply. And then this orange moving average line becomes a bit smoother. But if we are still not happy about it, to give you even more sort of like a overall trend, you can increase this window size. So increase to 90. So this one is a 90 days average. As you can see, the lines become much smoother. So you can better understand the general trend. Another parameter like I want you to know is something called window align. The window align is actually pretty simple. The default is right align. That means you take the previous days, including the day itself, and then calculate the average. So this example is like 3 days average. Therefore, take previous 3 days, including that day, and then calculate the average. And as the day goes by, then you do the exact same thing, which means like take the 3 previous days, including that day, and then calculate the average. If you want to do the center, so this is the center align. And by this time, you can imagine, so that take the 3 days, 1 day before, 1 day after, and then the day itself, that's the 3 days. Then take the average calculation. And then left align is basically the 3 days, the next 3 days, including that day itself, and then calculate the average. Most of the time, especially the time series data like this, I would recommend taking that right align so that you can have the moving average value for the last day. As you can see, like at the beginning, there is no moving average. That's because the first 89 days, right before the 90th days, there's not enough date to calculate the average. But you might be okay because like you'd rather focus on sort of like how the trends forming to today. Okay, so that's moving average. And so from here, you have this legend. And then both of them telling you the exact same thing, which is the column names. So you can actually change it from here in the color and then change that display name. So the first one is adjusted price, that's fine. The second one is supposed to be moving average. So we can change that. And then this is like 90 days. And then also we can change the color if we want to. Another thing is, hey, you know what? Like I want to emphasize this moving average line more than the actual value itself. In that case, you can go to the second y-axis column where you define the moving average and select a marker to change that line width. Let's say like I can change that to 1 point up to be 3 points. And then now like a red line has thicker width than the blue line. And then like after that, like we can change the legend position. Instead of right, maybe we can change that to top and so on. Okay, so that's the moving average. So once you know it, it's pretty simple to use. So I hope you're going to be able to use it soon. See you in the next video. Bye.